3 reasons girls don't like you. Why don't girls like me? That's a common question, that is. I bet the most annoying thing about working for the NSA is having to spy on people having the same conversations over and over. So many guys ask this question. They're talking to a new girl, she's not into them, and they ask, why doesn't she like me? Maybe they've been crushing on this same girl for a while and they haven't been able to make a move yet. Maybe they've been friend-zoned. Maybe she's not replying to text or calls. Maybe a girl's blowing off dates. Maybe whatever. You like a girl, she doesn't like you, and you want to know why she doesn't like you. Well, today, I'll be telling you the 3 most common reasons why girls don't like guys. And you're probably doing at least one of these things. Number 1, you're needy. Neediness is, by far, the easiest way to kill a girl's attraction. And 99% of guys are needy as fuck. You're always texting her first. You're always complimenting her. You're always asking her to hang out with you. If you text her and she doesn't reply, you're like, oh, why are you ignoring me? Or the incredibly overused, you disappeared. No, she didn't disappear. She hasn't been kidnapped. She didn't forget. She just didn't want to fucking reply. Nobody likes needy people. It's annoying as shit. Seriously, though, if a really crazy girl ever likes you and you want to know what's the best way to get her to leave you alone, just start acting really needy around her and she'll lose attraction for you really, really fast. Number 2, you're feminine. Now, it doesn't matter how athletic you are, how muscular you are, how popular you are, how epic your hairline is, or any of that shit. If emotionally you act feminine, you just fucked up. It's extremely unattractive. A girl doesn't like it when a guy is more feminine than she is. It's alright for you to be romantic and shit, but seriously, don't ever post Facebook statuses with little hearts in them. Don't beg for her approval and let her walk all over you. Just don't be feminine. It's weird. It'll make you look like a creeper. And you're just ensuring that everyone thinks you're an emo jackass. If you're more emotional than she is, you fucked up. Number 3, you're really ugly. Now, as far as being ugly, the only time it really hurts you is if you're like 3 feet tall, 600 pounds, or your face looks like, I don't know, Shrek on steroids. Aside from that, looks aren't that important. And I'm gonna do a couple of videos on specific tips you can use to get girls if you're unattractive. So subscribe and look out for those. But this is included as number 3 because there's always a big debate about whether looks are important or not. So let me settle it. Yes, they are important. And any pickup artist who tells you that it's not important is just lying. So don't buy his shit. But it's not as important as people believe. Like I said, if you're 3 feet tall and obese, then yeah, you're gonna need to do something about that. But if you're 5'9" and you're sitting around acting like you can't get girls because you're too short, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Stop being feminine and nut up already. If you rate your looks on a scale from 1 to 10 and you're at least like a 3.5, you can get girls. If you're under 3.5, then just stay tuned for when I do a video about getting girls for ugly guys. There's nothing wrong with being ugly or short. You just gotta learn how to work with it. Most guys who think they're ugly just dwell in self-pity until basically they end up bumping themselves even further down the scale. Because pitying your looks is a very feminine thing to do. And like I already said, girls don't like feminine guys. Unless they're famous. So what should you do now? How should you apply this advice? Well, try to look at your own behavior. Do you do any of these things? Do you act needy? Do you act feminine? Do you put yourself down because of your looks? Then stop doing that stuff. I know. Sometimes it's really hard to resist busting out the emotional breakdown and fishing for attention. But next time you feel like doing that, just be honest with yourself about what you're doing and don't do it. It won't help you at all. Don't be needy. Don't be feminine. Don't put yourself down. That's it. Want to learn more epic dating tips like this? Then click that subscribe button right now. And if you're an unattractive guy, then be on the lookout for some of my future videos where I give you specific tips on how to actually take advantage of your unattractiveness and make it work for you.